All right, everyone, welcome to the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series Clash at Daytona. Getting ready to go to get the season underway, get some of the rust knocked off of these drivers as we're going to go Clash Racing here tonight at Daytona. 50 laps to start the season. I want to officially welcome the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series to Extreme Sim TV. Opening round here tonight. How is it going to go? We're going to find out here. 50 laps again for these drivers to knock the rust off. Get out there, have a little bit of fun tonight before we start the season, or the point season, I should say, next week. But before we go any further in the broadcast, I want to give a big shout out to some of the partners involved in this one, and also our channel partner as well. First up on the board, Grid Finder. Unfortunately, the logo is not working. I'll have that fixed for next week, but their logo not working, and actually their channel logo as well is not. So something's going on with their logo and my overlays. I got to figure it out. But Grid Finder, to find your place on the grid. Again, Grid Finder is the home of online racing communities. Browse hundreds of leagues racing on all gaming platforms across every racing sim every day of the week across the globe. Browse through over 1,000 leagues. That's right, folks, over 1,000 leagues racing on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, ACC, R Factor 2, F1 2020, and much more. If you're looking for a commentator, hey, I know I'm on there, or a streamer for your racing broadcast, or even a designer for your car, head over to Grid Finder. And again, all the talent in one place. Again, folks, find your place on the grid. Also on the board with us, Future Designs, as well, the Builder's Choice, Future Designs. Also helping partner the channel as well. It is going to be Next Level Racing as well on board to take your racing to the next level here as well. Again, you can find all kinds of products over at Next Level Racing, cockpits, wheel stands, a monitor stand as I got this week, and much, much more. And that is Next Level Racing as well. Also, last but not least by far, see it up there in the left-hand corner of your screen, Warrior Laps. Looking to stand out on track? Check out Warrior Laps. Paints for custom paints and design and logos as well. And they pride themselves, folks, on excellent customer service. With 4 painters on staff, you're going to get yourself a quick turnaround time for that next important league race or a special event that you may be doing over at WarriorLaps.com. But folks, guess what? It is time, 2 minutes away, to get the green flag going on qualifying for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series Clash at Daytona. Getting ready to rock and roll this thing for 50 laps here tonight. Again, some of the rules in association with this league that might be a little different to other things you see, and I got to go fix something right quick. I do apologize. iRacing's trying to mess with my settings for a second. But one of the big differences, I think, with this league versus things that you will see in other leagues is they do have a bump drafting rule. And that is going to kind of play into effect here tonight as far as the bumping rule. And the way that I interpret the rule and read the rule, it would be you cannot bump until 10 to go is the way I understand it to be now. That is me personally. That is the way I read the rule in the book. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Sorry about the holding screen there for a moment. Get you back out on track momentarily. Well, as we get ready for qualifying here in a moment. Let's see if we got anybody in Discord that we may be able to pull and talk to here tonight. And again, it's going to be interesting for me and everybody involved here. The first race of the season, so we really don't know what is going to happen with some of these drivers, especially getting used to the rules as well on a track. And I do apologize if I mess up a couple of names tonight, as I am brand new to this league. We'll get it figured out over the coming weeks. You see drafting practice underway right now. And again, unique to this league, I don't think we're going to see a lot of locking bumpers tonight going on with this series. I think we're going to be pretty standard on the locking bumpers front. But with 9, 8, 7, 6 seconds left, almost time to go qualifying with these ARCA cars, I do believe we're going to have to, you're going to have some pretty good track position to come away here tonight with the checkered flag and the win here from the Daytona International Speedway and the Clash. Thank everyone for coming out. Let's get qualifying underway. You see next level qualifying up there on the ticker as well. So, here is everybody lined up, ready to go. That is Brian Underwood, Lawrence, Nicholas Post right there, Brian Shepard, Bobby back there, Alan Wilson, Cody Deckard, Luke G. Duran, Josh Gunn, Jacob Wobbly, Pearson back there somewhere as well. But again, qualifying underway. The ARCA cars, again, I think track position is going to be huge. Right now, taking a look at the number 11 machine, that is going to be Russell right there. Alan Wilson in the 79 as well. Nicholas Post, Lawrence on track at the moment as well in the number 9. Everybody getting ready to qualify these cars. Benjamin Shelton, driver of that number 21. Kristen and Ben Cole there as well. Alrighty, back here, folks. Everybody up to speed. Kristen right there, Benjamin Shelton, Brian Cole, or Ben Cole there as well. Clint Roberts on track. Nobody has turned in a lap time as of yet. You see right there the 87, Clint hanging on. Alan Wilson the third. Brian Shepard Jr. in the 05. Nicholas Post, Lawrence, Brian Underwood, all coming through. Now some lap times going on the board. Top of the board there for a moment was Nicholas Post. He's quickly going to get dumped off the top there for a moment. And out to the top of the board, Bruce Pearson's going to take over. Now Pearson top 50.080. Bruce on top of the board here in next level qualifying. Again, this is the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series Clash at Daytona. And it'll be interesting to see how this race goes with one fast repair here tonight. 50 laps. Kind of a tune-up for the season for everybody involved. WOSCRL, brand new on the channel, folks. Hit that like button and subscribe if you like what you see. This should be fun all night long. Russell, top of the board in the number 11 machine. A minute 54.49 now left. Russell looks to get the pole. Lawrence right there in second, the number 9. And Clint Roberts there in the 87. Dale Jr. inspired paint scheme. Alan Wilson the third. And Bruce going to go to pit road as well. So we're pretty much got everybody turn time. I think that's going to try to turn one. Skyler maybe rolling out in the 24 Exalta machine. He may attempt to take a time here. I don't know if he's going to get it done. I'm afraid he's going to run out of time before he can get that number 24 machine across the stripe. He's got about a minute left. Now in 15th. They did get a time in. See if he can pick it up anymore here in the Clash qualifying tonight. We go Clash racing tonight. Next week, we're back here at Daytona. 100 laps to officially open the points paying season for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series here next week back at Daytona here to officially open the season. So, with everybody crossing the stripe here, not seeing anyone else on track, except for Mr. Skyler there. He's still out there hopping around from our drone cam. Now he'll pull off. It is about time to go to our starting lineup here tonight. The cars will get ready to go. And let's take a look at your starting lineup here this evening. So here we go. Checkered is out on qualifying. Brought to you by Next Level. Now, let's take a look at your Warrior Wraps starting lineup here tonight. It's going to be Russell and Lawrence alongside on that front row. Clint Roberts, Benjamin Shelton there as well. Michael Bustley, Skylar Grissom. In 6th, Alan Wilson. Bruce Pearson starts in 8th. Starting 9th, Brian Underwood. 10th is Brian Shepard Jr. Starting from P11 tonight, Nicholas Post and Jim. Row number 7 tonight, Ben Cole and Cody Deckard. Then it's going to be Tristan and Lucas that they're Duran there in 16th, 17th, Bobby and Jacob Wobbly and Josh Jin in 10th. Or Jin, I believe how you would pronounce that one. So, grid is set. 50 laps coming your way. Clash time at Daytona. Boys and girls on the channel, buckle your seat belts. We're going art racing ARCA style. Man, oh man, this is going to be fun. The ARCA car being used. This should set sail for a great race here tonight. Team, quit with your notifications tonight, folks. I'm going to go ahead and kill Steam. I got a couple of little glitches with the new system, but overall I'm happy with it. Let me get Windows to decide that it's going to ignore things on me. Ignore my commands. There we go. It should be good. Let me try one more thing here, folks. There we go. So we'll be right back. I got to kill a couple of things here. Windows gave me an update right before this race, and that is never a fun thing. So I need to fix that right quick before we can go green. Not realize that was a thing, so it is fixed. Alright, a couple little hiccups, new system, but overall we are ready to roll. Now we are back, folks. Green flag getting ready to wave. Field right now pacing behind the iRacing pace car right at the moment. Tim up there in the 77, Cody Deckard, Brian Underwood there as well as Lawrence hanging on there in that 77 machine. Again, it's going to be 50 laps of racing here tonight. Watch for the bumping. Again, from my understanding of the league rules are as such, no bumping until 10 to go. That is my understanding to how the rule works. One fast repair here this evening. Now they do have a set amount of tires they can use. However, I am unaware of what that set is going to be here tonight for this event in particular. No, Now, here we go. Going to green this time by. Coming this time. Underwood. Everybody is green at Daytona. We are underway in the clash. Up to speed right now. Cars working their way past the start-finish line for the first time here to receive the green flag. Now off into turns 1 and 2. Field bunched up together. Great racing right now. There is Russell topside. Lawrence there as well. Clint back here in the third position at the moment as we're all up to speed. Lap number 1 of 50 here tonight. What about Bruce Pearson back there as well? Alan Wilson the third right there in that 79 machine trying to work his way forward. Again, first lap on the books here in the clash tonight. Now, fifth one of 50 complete here at Daytona. Lawrence continuing to lead. Skyler working his way forward. Wilson right now in looks to be the 8th position here early on. 2 laps in the books here at Daytona. It's going to be interesting to watch, folks, over the next 50 laps. The way the league rules are set up. I am actually curious with this ARCA car, with the limited amount of pushing you can do. Leader's awfully tight there. You're going to have to be careful with it, knocking the rust off. And with the limited amount of pushing they can do here, I am honestly curious to how you're going to get a run with Lawrence leading right here. That top side, they're up there and they're bunched together pretty well, but you really can't push to really get that car in front of you to roll forward any quicker. And I'm just kind of curious if it's going to stall the lane out, if they can still make progress, how this is going to work. 24 stuck outside line. Skyler right there in the line top side here. And there is Skyler in 24 car outside wall. That's the 77 dropping to the rear. They'll hang on. You see him going to fall back in the line. He got in the fence there, but was able to hang on. 4 on the board of 50 tonight here at Daytona. 4 of 50 already complete field. Single file to the bottom now. And looks like we're going to start the single file party around the racetrack here. Kristen back here in big trouble. He is, 15 seconds off the pack. Now 16 off the pack here tonight with 5 on the board. Wow, so Tristan in trouble here early. We'll get back up here with Clint up near the front here and Lawrence and all these guys. But there you see it, Tristan really in trouble here tonight. I'm kind of curious if it's a plan or what he's going to try to do here, because that's interesting to me that you would be that far back. I know saving your equipment, that's an awful long ways back to be trying to save that equipment, folks. That's 15 seconds. That's a pretty good little ways as we continue to run right now. All right, everybody in chat, if you can hear me, audio levels sound fine. Everything sound good on your guys' end. Again, big thank you to everybody on board to make this happen this season. Should be a great one up front. And the logos in the left side of your screen, they'll rotate through some of our sponsors here. Right now we got Warrior Wraps up there, and it will rotate throughout the night. The up front, Lawrence now top side. That is going to be Russell in the 11. 24 helping the 11 top right now. They can't really do much up there. I believe that's the 87 of Clinton's on the bottom. Can't really get a car number on that second car in line there behind the 9. Thinking it's Benjamin there on the bottom. We'll have to get a different car angle here. But great racing up front nonetheless. Double file. Top lane, bottom lane, pretty even right now. And I got to say, I'm a little bit impressed with that top lane holding serve with that bottom one right here. Let's go from our webcam here at the Daytona International Speedway tonight. Continuing to run 8 of 50 on the board here from the blimp cam, and you can see just how tight both lanes are running down the back straightaway, headed for turn number 4. Top lane starting to edge ahead. Lawrence there doing a great job. Now just edging ahead ever so slightly of that bottom lane. Wow. I got to say, great racing up at the front here over the first little bit of this event. Great race. You see the 9 right there. Great run for that 9 machine. Just hanging on right up front along with the 11 and a 21 machines behind them. Halfway down the back straightaway. 8 complete of the 50. 8 complete of the 50 here tonight. And we'll get right back at it as the 9 machine leads that outside lane, trying to come alive as well. So right now, 8 of 50 in the books here at Daytona. And what a night it has been so far. First 9 laps of the clash. Lawrence out front in that number 9 machine. We'll drop back through the pack a little ways. Let's go back here around Bruce. And you see the pack is very organized right now. Very impressed with how organized the pack is. Top side, here comes a blinking 21 machine of Benjamin. Top side of the racetrack, everybody double file. Down the short chute, headed for the start-finish line. 10 of 50 complete here tonight. We'll have 40 to go next time by in the clash. Back here is a whole different ball game. Get a pack of cars. That's Brian Underwood back here, and a couple of more kind of staying towards the rear of this field. And a whole nother pack expecting maybe something to happen up front. But I tell you what, that strategy can bite you if you're not careful with what you do with it. That strategy can get you in trouble in a hurry. But right now, we're still early on. So, you know, it's not a horrible strategy. I just don't know that the way the front has been organized. See, I'm still double file right now. Not missing anything much. Basically, the way we left it when we was looking at it earlier. Everybody's still double file at the front of this pack. And oh, we got a car high in the outside wall. That is a 24 in trouble. Yellow on the racetrack. Here we go. That's going to wind up probably being a caution. We're going to get a camera on it. There it is. Next level. Yellow flag is in the air. And that was the 24 and Bob. We'll get a camera on that car here momentarily. Let everything cycle through. $11 of 50 feet here tonight. And I do believe that started as an incident with the 24 machine. Oh, bear with us. I'll get you a play of that first incident of the man, what a night it's been already. As we're 12 of 50 laps here tonight at the Daytona International. That was the 24 involved. And we'll circle around under yellow here tonight. 12 of 50 laps complete so far here this evening at Daytona International. Cars getting ready to come to pit road here. 4 of the issue. There he is. Didn't drop back as far as I thought he did. Back in the night, Skyler made a pit road here. But it was indeed the 24 that got in the wall. Go back and maybe take a look at what happened. All is this. Still very early on this evening as we continue to run here tonight. And again, folks, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here. It's been a lot of fun so far as we continue to run here at Daytona. So right now, everybody else getting ready to go. Skyler's still on pit road. Skyler in this damage on that machine at the moment. Sorry about that. Folks had a bit of a camera here. Trying to figure that out now. So, you're actually going to put Skyler another lap down. Lucas back up. Man, so sorry about that. The replay don't work right yet. Again, I do apologize for missing that incident for you guys, but we're going to get back to green here with 15 on the board of 50 here tonight. So 15 of 50 on the board here tonight. On the board here tonight at Daytona International. Lawrence is going to be your race leader for the restart. Here tonight, 15 on the board this time by. So here we go, 15 on the board this time by. Into the first yellow of the evening for the WOSCRL Flash at Daytona. We're going to get ready to fire this thing back up right now. Here we go, green flag going to be on the board this time by. Green flag is back out. Lawrence leads here at Daytona, back under green. Field going to work their way double file down towards turn number 1. Everybody back under green once again. Everybody hanging on. And let's go. For the first time tonight, let's try to crank it up, Cam, folks. I hope you enjoy a little bit of crank it up here tonight at Daytona. Alrighty, back here at Daytona. Sorry about that. 17 of 50 complete here tonight. We are still under green here this evening. You see it right there. There is the 20 machine in line, the 05. There's Lawrence still leading out front right now. He's got company with Russell behind him. Big move to the bottom. A little bit of block out of the 9 there with Russell right there behind him. Russell tried to go to the bottom. Didn't exactly work out. They'll work their way down the back straightaway now, side by side. Third on back at the moment. Third on back at the moment. Trouble. One car sideways. Yellow is going to be out. Caution on the racetrack here at lap 18. And yellow back out to 9 will be your race leader here as we woe them back up once again. Caution back out on the racetrack. The 87 rolling slow on the apron here, and we'll try to get a replay for you here tonight. 19 complete here tonight at Daytona. Cars on pit road. The 51, massive damage on the side of that machine. Let's see if we can get figured out what actually happened. Bring this caution out here. Lap 19, 50, yellow back out. (19 of 50) complete at Daytona, and we are back under caution once again. The folks under yellow for the second time here tonight, and I will be back with you. I'm going to step away and let you listen to a commercial break for a moment. Alright, race fans, I want to take this time to thank our sponsors, GridFinder.com. GridFinder is the easiest way to find online sim racing leagues for iRacing, Assetto Corsa, Competizione, F1 2020, or Vector 2, and many more. Racing sims and games alike. You can find leagues in the UK, US, Europe, Australia, and more. Head to gridfinder.com where you will find all the leagues you see here on Extreme Sim TV, as well as many more. Alternatively, if you have a league or a community yourself and you're watching this, get yourself signed up on the site and join the other 1,000 leagues currently registered on GridFinder. Find your place on the grid. Welcome back. We're going to go back and see if we can catch that caution. I got my camera system working. Sorry about that. Our replay system went down, so I stepped away to try to do the best I could to fix that for us. So we'll get ready to go back to green. So our camera system back up and working properly. Again, I do apologize. Again, folks, thank you to everybody on the board here. We'll talk about some more of the sponsors here for this series when we get to the next break that we have in competition. You just heard from a Grid Finder, also the channel partner to Extreme Sim TV, and as well league partner for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Clash, Stars and Stripes series, and this the Clash to open up their year of racing. So right now, Lawrence leads, Allen second, Russell third, Brian Shepard Jr. fourth, Kurt Parsons fifth, sixth is Bustle. I got that right, Michael Bustle. I seen the comment there in chat talking about it. I think Michael Bustle sitting there in sixth right now. Cody Deckard there in seventh. Kristen Paris, Mr. Brian Underwood as well. And we are ready to go back green. Lewis leads us to green, back underway, and thank goodness everything's working the way it should. So we are back underway. Again, I do apologize about the first 20 laps of this broadcast. Not too openly happy about it, but we are back underway anyway. Everybody working their way through 20 to 50 on the board. Bustle sitting there in fourth. Shepard Jr. fifth. Bruce in seventh. Back here, Bobby in eighth. Ninth is Jim. Everybody back up to speed. 22 of 50 complete now, side by side. Lawrence leading right now. Lawrence leads the field at the moment. Working their way through. You see Lawrence in the knock. Allen right there in third. Michael Bustle there in fourth as well. As we're just shy of halfway at Daytona. And we get closer to that 10 to go marker again, folks. They can't bump draft until 10 to go here tonight. So keep that in mind. Can't really bump draft. Everybody hanging on. 24 on the board this time by Lawrence. Speeds here field behind him. Russell there as well. 24 of 50 complete, nearly halfway. Allen along with Michael Hustle right there as well. Tristan, Bruce, all hanging on. 25 on the board. Flagman, they give them halfway this time by at the flag stand. Luke Doran back here as well. Skyler out of the 6 laps down after that tow in the 24. Jim back here in the 47. Brian Underwood there in the 77. Benjamin Shelton, Cody Decker, and Ben Cole. What about Jacob back here as well? Trying to play a little bit different strategy as well, as they fight their way through what has been 24 laps here tonight, side by side for the race lead. That is a James and Russell double file. Great racing up front. Great racing here at Daytona at the front of the field. Right now, packed double file. Both lanes holding on pretty well. Coming to halfway this time by. Halfway at the stripe. Who is it going to be leading the halfway? I think it's going to be Lawrence. From what I've seen early on in this race, Lawrence has kind of had the dominant car over this run. He's from the blimp cam right now as they work their way down the start-finish line here tonight. And our drone camera as well as our side cam. You see them right now, double file up front. A couple different that our drone, quote unquote, is giving us here tonight. And we'll work our way through here at Daytona on board now with a couple of these drivers. 26 of 50 complete, top line moving. And that is going to be the 11 to the top lane. You can see it right here as they work their way through turns 3 and 4. 26 of 50 complete, car on the outside wall. That's going to be the 20 of Bruce, I do believe, getting in the fence. Luke G back here as well, getting after it. 4. Tim, Chris, Benjamin, and Ben there as well. And Ben Cole in the 83. See Ben Cole right there in that number, Red Bull number 83 machine. Great run here tonight as we're 27 of the 50 scheduled complete. Lawrence Speeds here tonight from the Daytona International Speedway. Lawrence, Allen right here, Russell, Bruce, Hack, very tight together. And again, this is a warm-up for next week when we go racing for 100 laps here to open the official season. That'll be coming up next Saturday night, 10:30 Eastern. What a great race in the Clash we have seen. A couple of incidents early on. Other than that, we've been green and green. And it's Lawrence to the lead again. Top side, here comes Russell, along with Allen there as well. What a race we are having here tonight. 8 complete of the 50 here this night. Tonight, Michael Hustle, or Bustle, up there. I knew I was going to do that. Right there in that 5th spot. Bobby there in 6th. Double file. Tristan 4th in 7th. 8th is Jim. Field pretty tight right now. And on board the blimp cam one more time. 29 on the board. Top lane backing up a little bit. Russell trying to get a run. Again, they can't really bump draft right now. And that may be what holds them up a bit here. See the pack thundering through. You can always start to bump draft with 10 to go in this league. Very good rule in my opinion. But it really does make it hard to work your way through the pack here over the first half of this race. Under the lights at Daytona, coming to 29 of the 50 complete here tonight. In the Clash at Daytona, we have ran 29 of the scheduled 30 laps here tonight, and we continue to run. Lawrence, Russell, everybody double file, 29 on the board of 50. Russell edges ahead, looks to see if he's going to jump to the apron. Nope, doesn't do it. He'll stay outside. 30 on the board. Nine leads of Lawrence. Allen in second. Outside movement coming. Russell there as well. 30 of 50 this time by. Everybody hanging on. 30 on the board. Here this time by Brian Shepard Jr. in the mix. Him there as well. Benjamin Shelton hanging on also. 30 of 50 on the board. 20 laps to go from the Daytona International Speedway. Lawrence holding on. Russell coming topside now. Looking back from Russell's car. How packed together they are. They cannot bump draft. Not as of yet. Lawrence speeds here at Daytona. See how close they're getting. All bump drafting here in the pack. A lot of restraint being used for the drivers up front with 20 to go here in the Clash. Lawrence still leads here, and you see all the cameras around the racetrack starting to flash bulbs going off at the virtual Daytona International Speedway. 18 to go this time by. Again, 10 to go. Bump draft rule will get kind of lifted for these guys. That'll be with 10 laps to go. You can get that bump draft rule lifted, and that will help a little bit as far as the momentum on the top side of the racetrack goes. That's going to be interesting to see how this plays all out with it. Here tonight, halfway down the front straightaway, one to the short shoot section of the racetrack. 3 wide middle in the probably the ninth, 10th position on track right now. Got a corner 3 wide in the middle. Get right there, Carney outside wall. We got trouble. One car bounces off the fence. And he's still going to ride the wall. That's the 7 of Brian Underwood. He'll get the car down on the apron. And we will stay green. Was Underwood going for a ride. Go back here. Ended up top 3 wide. Yep, gonna see him top 3 wide right here. Not gonna pay off. Yep, getting kind of pink right there. Having him getting together, gets in the wall, does a great job of keeping the car high, getting out of everybody's way. That right there, pretty much in the 77th night. Back up front, it is going to be Lawrence. Russell second, that is top pick. I mean, what a race. Back right now. Engine number 9 has led the majority of the laps here tonight, and right now actually he has led 30 of what has been ran so far. 30 out of 34 laps of driver of the 39. Long race car up front has kept it there all evening. Russell there in second, Allen in third, double file right now. 16 laps to go from the Daytona International Day in this one here tonight for the WOSCRL Series, the Clash at Daytona. We continue to rock and roll here tonight. Good. The 15 laps to go. This time a bye. Bumping will be lifted with 10 to go. We are getting close to that bump will being lifted. What happened? Take the reins off these drivers and allow them to start using that front bumper. Again, these ARCA cars don't exactly line up well. It can be a very treacherous maneuver trying to pull off and prevent it. Lawrence still leads. Russell second. Wilson there as well. Russell back here third. Bruce there in fifth. Or sixth. Brian, that is junior right there. Bobby I do the at number 8. Number right here, back here. Ninth. Clint Roberts. Yeah, that's the top 10 drivers with 13 to go this time by it. But Lawrence still able to maintain the race lead. Nothing they can really do behind him right now. Oh, they have to start trying to work his way forward, kind of deep back right now. Driver of the Red Bull 3. That is a Ben Cole. He got to really pull rings, get that car working forward for him. Because right now he is stranded 14th position, right behind Cody Decker. Back here, 13 to go. You better start moving. You're going to run out of time, folks. This front pack, their double files, are not really many places that you can go except trying to put that car 3 wide. And we know that is also a recipe faster. Get in there 3 wide, get crossed up. It can take the whole field out, lap traffic outside. The Skyler to 24, the field is going to rocket by here in the Clash at Daytona. What does it mean when we get done with the Clash tonight? Well, I tell you what, when we come to the 500 next week, my pick's going to be on the number 9 Dodge. He has been strong so far in the Clash and slow out front after 34 laps. And with 12 laps to go, we got some momentum top side. Russell in the 11 finally has some help. 2 laps away from the bumping rule being lifted. Be very, very interesting those two up top can really get hooked up and move forward. To the go, Russell, Lawrence, Bruce, Allen, all up here in the mix for the race lead here tonight. Jim there as well, along with everyone else. What about Ben Cole back here in 83 Michigan? At Daytona, Devin Gone, the drivers of the WOSCRL Stars. Right. Coming down, Benjamin Shelton trying to work his way forward. Hornets doing a great job holding that outside line at bay. It's been like that for the last little bit. Now the top's starting to move. Russell going to clear down barely. Clears the 9. New race leader. Russell did a great job with help from the top. He gets clear. Coming to the strike this time by. It'll be 10 to go. Bumping rule will now be lifted in this event. Here we go. 9 of you back to the top. Hortz ain't going to wait around. He's going to make the move to the top. He'll try to cut back down in front of a Bruce. He does. Back to the race lead. At number 9, Michigan. Russell, Bruce, everybody behind him trying to come up with momentum. Jim there at the 49. We'll go from the flip cam here. Coming to 9 laps to go. Field sprung out down the back straightaway. Top lane again. That's the 11 big run. You see it. On the high side, they were able to get their advantage into 3 and 4. That 9 of Lawrence really able to run it back on the bottom down there. Turns 3 and 4. Flagman going to give them 9 fingers by 9 laps to go here at Daytona. Time running short. Russell leads. Russell Lawrence, top 2. Great battle up front, 9 laps to go. Going to be a epic battle to the finish at Daytona. And oh man, oh Russell there. Everybody else trying to fall in line. Flagman to give up this time by 8 laps to go at Daytona. 8 to go on a Saturday night at Daytona International for the Clash. WS. Well, Stars and Stripes Series coming to it. 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go. Here at Daytona International Track. Right now, double file up front, everything hanging on at the moment. Oh, look at Lawrence maintaining the race speed right now with Allen in second, Russell third. Nobody able to make the move yet on the top side. Coming through this time by 7 laps to go. 7 to go at Daytona. Russell, Bruce, Allen, all up here trying to come up with something. Couple cars fading off in the back top lane, gonna stack up. Still can't really get to each other's bumper, even with the bumper rule being lifted now. From the chopper cam top side, pretty stacked together. Almost a car length for the 11. Nope, not gonna happen. Wow. Go stack up. There's 6 laps to go this time by. 6 to go at the stripe. Leader Lawrence. Laps to go right now. A battle with Lawrence out front. Russell alongside. Russell big move down the back. Got a bit of momentum now. But again, Lawrence on the bottom. We'll clear back out in front, down into 3 and 4. Halfway off the bumper, now a half a car. Quarter of a car now between the top 4. White flag gonna fly this 5 laps. Lawrence there as well. Four laps to go, and it's the big one. Lawrence in the outside wall. Big incident. And that will be a yellow for sure. Cars everywhere on the racetrack. Let's go take a look at it. Trouble down the back. Or look at it here. Wow. See Lawrence right there. Trouble behind them and just takes everybody out. Wow. We're looking slow-mo here. Let's see if we can started this big incident. Wow. Lawrence has it. Everyone behind him, car up in the air. Big one at the clash with 4 to go. Some cars involved down there on the apron. Allen in the grass. Just a mess down there on the inside lane. Or look here. Wow. 5, nowhere to go here. He's going to get collected. That's half the field. Look at the 15. The back of the car coming up onto another driver there. Clint involved, all swept down to the bottom. The 15 going for a wild ride all the way down the racetrack. Oh my goodness. Wow. Still on board with the 15 here. That was Michael Bustle. Wild ride here. On board with Michael Bustle. And this is going to be real time, folks. Oh. Sorry about that. This will be real time here. And on board with that, Michael Bustle, you're on board with. And look, watch this car. Wow. Wild ride. Get some onboard shots. Outside lane, we're on board with Benjamin. Them come together. That's the 15 and 47 that makes the contact originally. And just a mess down the back straightaway. Down to that. Wow. Again, they're coming down the back straightaway here. 47, and that is just getting tagged, and it just triggers a chain reaction. And look at everybody up front just getting turned. Track's gonna get blocked. The 4 is gonna shoot the top. I think he's gonna be fine as the whole pack slides to the bottom. Wow, and that 15 went for a wicked ride all the way down in the end. Catch fence and all. Well, I'm going to say the clash is checkers or wreckers. We definitely brought out the wreckers on this one. This next level caution necessary, let's put it that way. So on board with the 4, and you're going to see everybody back up, and they'll go to the bottom. The 4 will sneak his way through the top. Watch this. turns the 87. There's your leader in the fence. Wow. But everybody did a wonderful job that got through it, making their way through tonight. Now, we're going to get ready for a double final restart. Up front, it's going to be Bruce Pearson, Josh in second, Nicholas third, Jacob in fourth, Cody fifth, Luke and Duran in sixth, and Lawrence will restart seventh. He had a fast repair. Got the car fixed. He is back out there as well with a big incident at the end. And right now, the 15 is going to be Bustle. The Bustle is going to be pretty much out of it. He's going to be 2 laps down after having to tow. Josh is going to lead them to green for this restart time, which may be the final restart on the evening. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Flash at Daytona, back green. 2 laps to go. Goes Bruce. He'll jump down in line. Right now, though, Josh commanding lead into 1. This may be their one and only chance at the green-white checkered, and we already got problems. Trouble. Or around. Back straightaway. Big pile up. Caution is out, and that's going to end the race. That was their one attempt. And the green-white checkered in the 97 wrapped up in this one. We'll go take a look at it. Contact. And the 97, 87 is going to get together. And the 9 top side of Lawrence gonna get through it. But man, oh man. Contact here, and that is going to do it. Up the racetrack, the 97 goes. Hard impact into the outside wall. 83 there as well. Everybody going to clobber the top. The 24 of Skyler, nowhere to go. He slides into it. And that, my friends, calls the caution. And with the white and yellow together, Josh somehow going to work through. Jacob right now scored second. Bruce scored in third. And they're going to come back around behind the iRacing pace car. And the clash at Daytona will end under white and or yellow in checkered conditions. This time, the next level caution will bring an end to this event here tonight. And it will be Josh and Jacob, your top 2, picking it up at the clash. And what heartbreak for Lawrence back here in the 9, led 38 laps here tonight, and will come home in a 6. Got to be heartbroken in that number 9 machine. We go, checkered flag to fly over the 25. Got through the carnage, and he will come through to see the checkered flag, a wave here tonight. Josh getting her done in the Exalta number 25 machine. Bruce scored second. Luke Duran scored in third. Wow. Holy moly. Folks, stand by. We're going to go get your interviews here in just a moment on Extreme TV. Alrighty, folks, back here with our race winner here tonight, Josh. Yeah, come through the chaos to get the checkered flag this evening, brother. Alrighty, Josh is Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy on it, buddy?
I got you.
Alrighty, man. Well, you came through the chaos, got to the checkered flag first. Great run here tonight, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, what was you thinking there with that last restart when you got going? If it went green, did you think you was going to be able to hold everybody behind you? What was your thoughts there?
I was gonna try or bring back the steering wheel.
Hey, it's the Clash, right? That's the time to do
Exactly.
it if you're going to do it. So, what did you learn in the Clash tonight to move forward to next week?
Just gotta survive till the end. Have a chance to win it.
And for now, I know. Reading through the rule books, y'all had a non-bumping rule. I think it goes to the last 10 laps. Did that affect the race at all, in your opinion?
Uh, no, because I don't think it's smart to bump anyways. 'Cause it's just gonna wreck the whole field.
Well, I tell you what, I kind of agree because these bumpers don't really line up that well.
Yeah, it's rough.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations grabbing the Clash. Anybody you'd like to thank? Any sponsors you need to thank, brother?
I want to thank Skylar for putting this on every week. He does a great job. Tristan for getting all the sponsors and stuff for the league. They do a great job.
Well, man, you did a great job. You'll pick up the first win of the season in the Clash. Good momentum headed to next week for the 500, man.
Yep. Thanks.
Alrighty, man. Good job, Josh. All right, let's grab Bruce up here. Hey, Bruce, you got a copy on it, buddy? Hey, Bruce, man, you got a copy on me?
Yes, Matt. How you doing?
Alrighty, man, doing all right, buddy. Well, unfortunately, yellow flag brought an end to that race a little bit premature. But do you think if you'd went green, you could have done anything there at the end?
Man, I don't think so. It was just the outside line get a run on the back straight, and then you get in the corners, and the inside line would sneak ahead. And I was just trying to bide my time and see what would play out. But I was pretty pleased with where I was at. And I thought, well, just trying to learn for next week, really.
Well, man, that's what it's all about tonight. Like learning for next week's race, figuring out what works, what don't work, and moving forward. And I think we learned a lot. Unfortunately, we did end it under caution. Hey, that's the rules, right? We get one attempt. That's all we get. And at the end of it, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, that's just plate racing. There were a few cautions tonight that you don't like to see happen, but you know it's going to happen eventually. I was just fortunate enough to got not to get caught up in them, but I don't know how I saved it on that last caution.
Well, man, you did a wonderful job getting her done here, coming home P2. Good luck next week in the 500, buddy. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Well, I want to thank you for being on board. It's great to have the league broadcasted. Skylar for putting it on, and all the other guys in the league. Um, American Pitbull Foundation is on the car, and I'm a proud pitbull owner, so it's nice to give them some notoriety, some press. And Moose at work. I'm a head of security at a school out here in Colorado, and Moose is our school resource officer, and he's really into watching these races. And he told me he really wants to watch this broadcast come Monday. So thanks to everyone and everything that you do.
Well, okay, so we're gonna back up and touch on a few things here. First and foremost, the American Pit Bull deal. Over here, my mom has a beautiful, like 12-year-old pit bull. She's a sweetheart. You make her mad, but that's beside the point. But here's the problem: pit bulls get such a bad rap, man, and I think a lot of associations trying to fight for them. You want to give us a little more detail on that one?
Well, that's exactly what the American Pitbull's trying to do. Is they're not only trying to put it out there to let the public know just what great animals they are, but also for pitbull owners themselves to try to educate them on how to care for their dog and how to be an advocate for the breed. But the other thing that Pitbull does, American Pitbull Foundation, is they have a deal called Operation Sidekick, where they take pit bulls from shelters and train them to be service animals for our veterans who've come back from serving in wars, and that's just an outstanding goal that they have. And they're actually based out there in Charlotte, North Carolina. I used to live out there for a couple years, but when I came across what they were doing, and I thought, well, let's give them some press and let people know what great dogs they are.
And Foreman, and before I let you go, you said Moose was the guy's name, right?
Yeah, Moose is our school resource officer at the high school, and really likes watching, uh, the sim racing, and he wants to try to get in it himself. So he's a big supporter, and he's really going to watch this and love this broadcast.
And Foreman, well, it sounds like Moose ain't somebody you want to mess with. Just say it. Sounds like a big jacked up dude.
No, he's not. He's just he's just been at the school for a long time, and he gets along great with everyone and does everything he can to keep the school safe and help our kids make right decisions.
Yeah, Foreman, we'll tell Mr. Moose I do appreciate all the work and effort that he puts into that because it's a very hard job that doesn't get a very lot of praise. I feel like.
You're 100% right there. Yeah, he's a great guy. So yeah, he's gonna enjoy watching this.
All righty, man. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Great run here tonight, Bruce, and we will see you next week.
See you next week, Matt.
All right, let's get Luke Duran down here in the four. Hey, Luke, Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
All righty, man. Will you come through the chaos? Brought the number four machine home third. Same as everybody else, kind of yellow flag came out, kind of pinned you there, but at least you made through most of the chaos and kind of survived.
Yeah, man, there was I don't really know what happened. I just saw it in my mirror, but there was a wreck earlier. I got really lucky. I ghosted through somebody and didn't get any damage.
Well, man, sometimes it's either lucky or good, and sometimes lucky wins out over good.
But yeah, these super speedways, I'm definitely not good. It's definitely luck.
Well, man, you did a wonderful job here. Do you learn anything headed towards next week?
Uh, Not really. I think I learned how some of the guys race. We've raced these. I've raced these guys for a while now, but not in these types of cars. And you just start to understand how they race in these cars.
Yeah, man, definitely a different type of car than the cup car truck. Anything you really can't push in these cars, they get way out of shape in a hurry.
Yeah, we raced in the '87, uh, the first two seasons. So yeah, it's completely different. And yeah, these you can't push it all. We were trying to push in practice a little bit, and you would just get spun. It was the first time I've ever raced a super speedway with these cars.
Well, man, you did a wonderful job for your first time coming home third here tonight. Any sponsors? Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, man. Shout out to you for coming on board. Scholar for putting this on. All the new people that are here, and we got some guys returning. And shout out to my family watching.
Well, man, a great, great run, dude. And again, thank you for the shout out to me. I'm thoroughly enjoying this series. I think it's going to be a heck of a year, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I got some more surprises coming next week, broadcasting side. Have to kind of keep that under wraps for now, but it should be fun.
Yeah, man. Look forward to it. It's a pretty long season. Hopefully, everybody will stick with us.
And for man. Well, buddy, I'm going to let you go, bud, and good luck, good finish coming on third. We'll see you next week when we come back for the 500.
Thank you, man. Have a good one.
All right, let's get Lawrence up here. Hey, Lawrence, Matt up here in the booth. Get a copy. Hey, Lawrence, it's Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
I hate to keep you waiting so long, but I had to do an interview with you, buddy. Just a dominant race car. You had like 38 laps of this thing, and unfortunately, down the back straightaway, it all went awry for you.
Yeah, that's usually my strategy in these races is get to the front, park it there, and make sure nobody gets in front of me. Keep the wreck behind me. and the wreck was behind me. About the third car in the bottom lane, I think, that wound up messing it all up. But you just get that domino effect where one guy gets hooked, another guy gets hooked, and caught up with me. I did my best to keep it out of the wall, but was not to be tonight, I suppose.
Well, I got to say this, man. I've been broadcasting iRacing for 2.5, 3 years now. That's probably the biggest domino effect I've ever seen.
Yeah, I really thought I was safe. I hated it for my teammate Alan Wilson, who did an awesome job for me tonight. So that'll be my first shout out. He did an awesome job. Just stayed on my back bumper the whole time. We were getting towards the end of that thing, and I was going to start once I got clear. Russell start moving up and try to stall out his runs. Bruce was doing a great job for him the whole time. But yeah, that I didn't even. I thought I was clear. I was like, oh boy, we just won this thing. Put a bunch of cars that haven't been up here yet in between me and those fast guys that were challenging me the whole race. But just barely got clipped by Russell and stuck it in the wall. But better tonight than next week.
Yeah, and Foreman, well, we got 100 laps next week. Yes, dominant this week. Think you can do it again next week?
I absolutely think I can do it next week. I think I can come out here and win every race in this league. There's a lot of fast guys. Um, that's not to say that I'm going to, but you got to go in with that mindset. I go out there to win. I don't go out there to run fifth, especially after leading 90% of the race, 80% of the race. But yeah, it is what it is. It's plate racing, man. It's a crapshoot every time.
Alrighty, man. Well, you did a great job, and congrats on the laps. You did lead most laps led here tonight. That'll be a stat you get to keep around for the season, I think.
I sure hope so. Quick shout outs to the boys back at Highside, Bumper Thumper Traction Compound, Competition Auto Body, RaceToolsDirect.com, all the guys that support us, my wife and my daughter Haley. Uh, you, Matt, for putting this on. I thought you did a great job tonight. I had it on in the background, and I thought you did a wonderful job tonight. And then Skylar, of course, for putting this thing on.
Well, to cue a phrase from one of our sponsors, I think we're gonna push it to the next level this year. See what I
I
did
think
there?
so too. I think this is a good group, and these guys. This is a good car for us. The 87's got a little stale there towards the end in the past couple seasons, but I think we're gonna have some fun in this thing.
Alrighty, man. Well, you did a great job. I'm looking forward to seeing the racing next week. It's been a lot of fun here on a Saturday night. How about we go crack open some adult beverages and celebrate?
I know I'm gonna have one. You have a great night, Matt.
Yeah, for everybody. Congrats, man.
Thank you,
Great
brother.
run.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks. Well, before we get on out of here, we're not quite done yet. People in the broadcast and the chat streams probably thinking, how long is this thing going to go? Well, we got one more thing we need to do. And, folks, I'm not going to run the logos. I got to do some work to the logos before I run them. But let's give a big shout out to Grid Finder. Again, Grid Finder is the home of online racing communities. Browse hundreds of hundreds of leagues racing on all platforms across every sim every day of the week across the globe. Browse through over 1,000 racing leagues on iRacing, Assetto Corsa, ACC, R Factor 2, F1 2020, and more. Yeah, and hey, if you're looking for a commentator for your league, they got that too. They'll cover you there. You can find your commentator or streamer for your racing broadcast, or even paints designs. If you need a paints design, you can find that too on Grid Finder with your next livery. Grid Finder has all this talent in one place, so go find your place on the grid. Also, big shout out Future Designs, the builder's choice. Also, Next Level Racing. Take your racing to the next level with Next Level Racing. Now, that's the ad read, but I'm going to throw something extra spicy in on Next Level. Me personally, I got to get another monitor stand. The one I've got, not really working the way I wanted it. Went over to Next Level, found something I think is going to work beautifully. So as soon as I get that, folks, I'm going to give you a review on it. I'll give you an honest review, and we'll see what Next Level's got here in the next couple of weeks when I get my hands on that monitor stand. Also, Warrior Wraps here as well. If you're looking to stand out on track, check out Warrior Wraps for all your custom paints and logo needs. They pride themselves on excellent customer service, and with 4 painters on staff, you're going to get yourself a quick turnaround for that next league race or special event you have going on. And so, with that being said, all of our partners, big thank you to you guys making all this possible. We are done for tonight at the Clash. We return in 1 week's time to go racing in the Daytona 500. ARCA cars. Who's it going to be? We seen tonight, we seen a dominant car in Lawrence kind of just, get a bad hand. Will he come back out with that number 9, be dominant next week? Can Josh go 2 for 2? What about the 15 having a big bad night? Michael Bustle ended up on his roof and in the catch fence. What can he do when we come back? Well, we'll find that out. 10:30 Eastern, Extreme Sim TV next Saturday night. We're going to get down for 100 laps in the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes series. Thank you for watching the Clash at Daytona. This has been Matt in the booth. Truly hope you've enjoyed the opening night. We will see you next week. Have fun, you guys. Have a great night. See you then.